So you can say that D2 will be in the reverse. So negative is connected to negative. Sorry, negative is connected to the P type. This is N type. So this will be a reverse bias. But here P plus 2 plus is connected. You have to be very careful in this place only. Okay. See, plus minus, then plus minus. So automatically you can say when I'm going positive of cycle, what happened? Plus 2 plus minus minus. So now that is the reason they are getting only I will get the first of cycle I will get because of this diode is connecting. So I will get positive cycle I will get. Next, again, what happened during the positive cycle? We got it, how it is working now, right? So now in this forward bias conditions, that is the D1 is forward bias and the D2 is reverse bias, the current path is through D1 and load resistance RL. So for negative off cycle of the input voltage, the voltage polarities on the secondary, coil you can see. So that is the condition, the reverse biased D1 and the forward bias D2, that is for reverse bias. See, let me show for the reverse bias how it will be there. See, this is for case 2, I can say. Let me write as in this way. Okay, case 2 means that is negative cycle. During negative cycle, I can say. So now you see, during this negative cycle, you don't think input. Okay. Now we are going to see about this negative cycle. What happened now during the negative cycle in the sense, I get minus. Okay. See here, minus, that is negative cycle, minus plus. Again, minus plus. So what happened now? The diode D1 will be in the reverse bias. So I can say what will happen. So if it is a reverse bias, so this will be up. Now same, I can say what is D2? The D2 is forward bias. Then the diode is on. So during negative off cycle, you need to write the diode, the D1 is on, sorry, off due to reverse bias. Second, what you have to write that the diode D2 is on due to forward bias. Then there is a current path from D2 to RL actually. See, this is the pink color which is showing. This is the current actually. Current path to RL. So I will do negative cycle also. I will get the output. So the positive voltage. See, don't think here. You may think here negative in the sense I will get the output in the negative only. No, I should not get the negative. During the negative cycle also, meaning is during the negative cycle also I'm getting the output. That is the output. One more cycle I'll get. So the keep on, I will get the output as like this. So what will happen? So I will get the output in this way. Continuous ripples will be there. So finally, all together, how will get the output for a full wave rectifier in the sense? So let me show the complete output, how it be. The output of your full wave rectifier will be look like this. See, this is the output will get. So your input is nothing but V in V omega sine omega t. The output is V naught. See here, nothing but your V in. This is your V in. Then this will be your out, V out. So during the positive cycle, if you want to write, I can write here. Okay. So here in the waveform also you can write during the positive cycle D1. So the diode, the D1 is on. Yes. So D2 is off. Here you can write that diode 1 during negative cycle, D1 is off. the diode, the D2 is on. So you will get like this. So this is what the continuous full wave rectifier output. Now what you need to do here, so here we need to find out whatever the terms we calculated, whatever the terms we calculated for your of your rectifier, the same thing we have to calculate even here also, like the average output voltage or average DC voltage or average current or DC current, then average load current, then the ripple factor, then efficiency, then other things. So those things and all we need to calculate even here also. So first thing is what we will do. Let us calculate the average output voltage. First, you have to calculate the average output voltage. The average output voltage, this will be denoted as V average or VDC. Anything we can say, V average or VDC. So for the first, what I need to do, I need to write the generalized expression here. So let me write here generalized expression like Vm is equal to V or V naught, okay, output. That is V naught, right? V naught is equal to output voltage, right? V naught is equal to, now we'll say the input now. What will be the input first? Vm sine omega t. Vm sine omega t. Range will be what? That is 0 to, that is your V in will be Vi, I can say. V not be Vi, okay? Vi less than or is equal to 0 to pi. Correct, no? We got it. Yes, for that. Next, you will see second half cycle Vm sine omega t. Even during the negative cycle also I'm getting the same thing. So pi less than or is equal to, less than is equal to 2 pi. So for our, I can write as like what I can do, V naught is equal to Vm sine omega t. For the interval of your input, the Vi is from 0 to 2 pi. That is nothing but your output V naught. So now let us calculate the VDC or V average. What is VDC now? Where VDC is equal to 1 by 2 pi, where this integral from 0 to 2 pi Vi into d omega t. Yes, output, that is V, yeah, input I can say, or you can say input voltage only, okay, for this output, or V naught also I can say, V naught, okay, V naught. What is the VDC now? So it is nothing but just use do that. I will get us nothing but what, 1 by 2 pi, 1 by 2 pi, then integration 0 to 2 pi, then this will be Vm sine omega t into d omega t. Now what you do the integration of this. So finally I will get, I'm writing the final answer. So integration part is was already be done. So we'll get 2 times of Vm by pi. But as in the half wave rectifier, what we got VDC for half wave rectifier, I hope you can remember, for half wave rectifier, we got the VDC as Vm by pi. I hope you remember, right? So here the 2 times we'll get for the full wave actually. So 2 times of VDC. So this is the first thing which we got, that is VDC or IDC. So next what we'll do, let us find the second thing is IDC. To find the IDC or I average. IDC or I average. Even here also same VDC or P average. Okay, this one. So now how we can calculate this I average? So same even here also we need to find out the IDC. So that is also very simple. IDC or I average will be is equal to 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi I m sine omega t into d omega t. Then do all these things, substitute over there and do the integration. So we may get as IDC will be is equal to 2 V m by pi into RL. The load resistance we should not remove because as per the Ohm's law, I is equal to, so same the way V equal to 2 times of 2 Vm by pi. So what is Vm actually? So we need to add the resistance. So this will be your IDC or I can J I average also 2 Vm by pi plus RL you have to add. Same even this also VDC IDC will be same. Or we can write the VDC as if in terms of current if you want to write because simple I can say in terms of V average is equal to 2 sorry Vm is equal to IMRL. So you can okay even you can write like this also fine no problem. So this is the another value. So what you will do in the next class, let us solve the other factors related to your full wave rectifier.